3, 2, 1.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Scoreboard Podcast. We have a team of destiny right here, man. Talk to me about why we have the team we have in front of us, even though we haven't been talking about them for the last 20 minutes while they weren't here.
All I saw was the team of destiny there. Obviously, it's because if anybody else was in it, you would have forgot to hit record.
Never.
Because you almost forgot to hit record.
Never that, sir. We're professionals
watched
here.
that.
We're professionals here, but talk to us about this incredible team we have here with us, sir.
I mean, what is there to
I
say?
want to hear the lead-in from the athletic director
most
himself.
Historic team in legacy history that's making everybody believe that they can.
Let's go. Keep it going.
To understanding just how special it is to be a Titan right now.
That's
you
right.
Know what I mean? We've talked about the basketball team. We talked about all
Tennis,
those things.
yeah,
tennis,
everybody.
all those things. And, Titan soccer comes along and poof, like – I think after the win, it was like, all right, what's next? And it was like, you're going to state. It's like after the Super Bowl, they're like, where are you going? I'm going to Disneyland. You know what I mean? It was like, it was huge, and I think just after the year last year we had, and then like we've talked about the legacy doing it now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like how special it is to have two teams doing amazing things, but then them getting that win at the end of last year, beating the Dragons, and then turning that into this run this year, and just the belief that they can do it.
Absolutely.
I think that's what's neat.
I love it.
And it's not just for legacy. It's like they kind of have those dreams of like, we talked about Spicewood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Things like that.
All the feeders, everybody that's looking at this game.
Like that can be me.
Absolutely.
That can be us.
I love it.
We just got to put it together, and I think that's what this is.
We are so excited. We're juiced up to have the Legacy Titan soccer team join us. We'll start with a few introductions for those who don't know. We'll start at the end. If we could have your first name, last name, and then what position you play.
My name is Christian Ovalle, and I play left wing.
All right, Christian. Welcome.
Neric Lozano, I play goalkeeper.
All right, Neric.
The Neric Lozano.
That's right.
From Express News and everything else.
Hi, I'm Jordy Mendez. I play defensive mid.
There we go, Jordy. Welcome.
And Coach Sandoval.
The man right here, Coach Sandoval. That's what
Now
I'm talking
that's
about.
soon to be the myth, the legend.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
That's right. I like how the humbleness matches with the nerves over here. It's perfect. So we'll start real quick. Coach, talk to me about this program, from where it was to where it is to where it's going. How proud are you of the students? How proud are you of the community for supporting this program? Just talk to me about the ups and downs of getting to this point.
Well, the boys have been working hard. Neric's been with us since he was a freshman.
Yeah.
Both Jordy and Christian have been with us. Right now they're juniors.
Mm-hmm.
So I know Neric is going to leave us this year, but Jordy and Christian are the future of our program, and I think we are in good hands. We're so grateful to have, of course, Neric with us. He's been definitely the pillar of the team, and then we built from there. I think the boys and I have seen the support of the community.
Yeah.
From the administration to the board to our superintendent to our wonderful principal and our athletic office, Coach Wagner, Miss Henson, Coach Bruce, and so on. I can name.
Sure.
I think I would spend the whole podcast.
It would take you a while to get to Brandon, though.
Yeah, that's right, for sure. But we're here.
But it's been a good ride. I think to me, it's like kind of like a dream. I want to say it's like sometimes it's like I know we've done it, but I think we can do more.
Yeah.
I think we can do more, definitely do more.
So, Coach, I was telling so we always do like the audio part before this and everything, and I was telling Brandon, I said, on multiple non-connected conversations about Tuesday night, people have talked about at the end of the game, 3, 2, 1, and your hands go up and everybody goes. Adam comes shooting out past you, and everybody else is throwing water and stuff and celebrating, and your hands go up, and then a bunch of people just saw you just hands on your knees, head down, just like. Talk about that, like just that feeling, that wow, that you know what I mean. What was going through your head, I guess?
Well, I've been coaching for 18 years, and not just myself, but a lot of the coaches, we look forward to this. I talked to the boys about playing soccer in April, how not a lot of teams get the opportunity to, and for us to reach that, to play soccer in April, it's a huge feat in itself. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
And for me at that moment, it's like being grateful, a little prayer, yeah, a little bit of relief at that moment, and just trying to absorb and at the same time and enjoy. And then in the back of my mind, it's like, okay, we gotta get ready.
Now we
for
gotta
this.
play again.
Yeah, I said it. I go, I bet you there was some relief of like, wow, like, okay, we did that. And then also it has to click of like, back to work. Like, we got to go back
There's a couple of times after games, these guys are celebrating. I'm already on the phone, and I look, and they look at me. I'm like, yeah, we got to figure out right now what we're doing in 2 days.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yes.
Man, okay, well, last question for you, Coach, before we get to our incredible student athletes as well. And we're going to jump back to you, but just for right now, what you are super known for in the district from different staff members that we talk to, different people like that, is you're always dressed for business, right? And when you look at the professional leagues, you look at different leagues when it comes to professional soccer teams, whether it be in Europe, whether it be here in Latin America, whatever the case in the States, they're always dressed for success. Is that something that you take pride in, or where did that start with? Because you're not in the normal track pants and a hoodie, or like, it's always dressed up. Where did that start, and has that given you more confidence, the team more confidence? What do you think that's done for the team?
I think, well, since I became a head coach, that was one of the things that I always held dear to my heart. Is like, it's business. We're gonna take it serious. We're gonna do as best we can, and we're always gonna do 100%.
Yeah.
And since I got here to Legacy, my first year, and I told the boys, because they hadn't seen me like that, and it wasn't until I always do it at the start of district, and I told them, hey, this is it. It's business.
Yeah.
It's time to get rolling. It's time to change things for the best. And, and hope for a better future.
I can already see the T-shirt. It's going to be
It's business.
Coach Sandoval, and it's going to say it's business.
That's right. It's business. That's right. I love it. Hey, someone's making it out there. Make sure you give a copyright to Scoreboard Podcast. We want all funds going this way as well. Narek, talk to me, man. Goalkeeper. We've been talking about you've been widely known across the district from different sports personnel and media. As a goalkeeper, the stress, the objective of going, we are here playing some of the best teams, and my objective is to make sure they do not score on us, can be so intense, I'm sure. Talk to us about going from freshman to now here, at closing out your career at Legacy High School as a student, being one game away from state. How much does that mean to you in this position?
I mean, it means a lot. I mean, it's unbelievable
Yeah.
that we made it this far. I'm shocked still.
Yeah.
Hasn't processed anything yet still, but hopefully we can make it to
Yeah.
state.
I love it, man. And then what is your message to younger goalkeepers, younger students who are trying to study the craft, study the position? It's one of the hardest positions in all of sports. Talk to me about kind of your message on how to get better, how to make sure you're calm in those big moments. What does that look like?
Well, no matter what, you have to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what, height, size, anything, there's always something to look forward to.
Yeah, I love it. We'll talk to our juniors real quick, as the future of Legacy, as Coach Sandoval told us. Talk to me real quick, Christian, at the end. What does this moment feel like? Does it still feel real? Are you more? You look like you're straight business, like Coach Sandoval over there right now. You're just focused in. But talk to me. Have you enjoyed this moment as a junior, and what are you looking forward to?
Yeah, I enjoyed this whole run, this whole season. I enjoyed it so much. I'm still kind of shocked, like Nery said.
Yeah.
I'm kind of nervous going into this game, but I know as soon as I hit the field, and as soon as we start praying, it'll go our way.
Yeah, and you got this is the second time now we've heard, or maybe third, we mentioned about just the prayer and about the team being welcoming those nerves and welcoming that into the play. Talk to me about the rest of these underclassmen and what they've meant to this team, as well as the senior leadership, what they've meant to you.
I mean, we all stayed as a team. They've been practicing with us, and I like how they play.
I love it. Jordy, we'll go to you, sir, real quick. Do you have a question for
I
Jordy?
do have one for Christian.
Oh, okay,
though.
perfect.
Christian scored the winning goal, correct, against Flower Bluff.
No flex or anything.
No
but yeah, no flex, yeah.
So what's going through your? It's overtime. It's like I think it was 4 minutes left. I think when we scored that goal. What's going through your head? Like that? Probably the biggest goal in Legacy history at that point. You know what I mean? For sure, almost. And so, how'd that feel? How'd that go? Tell us more about the play.
I mean, as soon as they hit the overtime, like, damn, I don't want to go to penalties.
Yeah.
It reminded me of the Alamo Heights my freshman year when we lost the penalties. I'm like, damn, this can't happen again.
Yeah.
So I just try to keep my head above and talk to my teammates. We prayed before the overtime, and just want to thank God.
That's awesome.
You know, that's a great point. I hadn't even thought about though how close we were to beating Alamo Heights a few years ago and everything in that first round game. And you know,
it all comes back when you have players who have been on a team like this for a long time. I'm sure a lot of you remember plays.
Christian,
like that.
did that help? Did that help kind of in this run, knowing that that game, playing those big teams, even beating Southwest last year in a big team, like to the belief of we're not really Cinderella. We can beat anybody when we want to.
Yeah, I was like, damn, this can't happen again. We just got to keep going.
Yeah.
I believe in my team.
I believe in your team. Yeah. And Jordy, talk to me, man, as a junior, looking at this squad. This is, we talked about it. And again, it's our job to sell this game and to be excited for it, right? So I'm not trying to add any more nerves to you guys or add anything bigger, but this is for sure so much so ahead of schedule, I think, of Legacy High School. When you look at the high school, less than a decade old, and here we are already looking at a game away from state. How meaningful is it to you as a junior to be making this happen for the seniors, for your coach, and then also showing the underclassmen like, hey, we still got one more year to do this again in the future and take this even further? How much does that mean to you?
It really means a lot to me because you never know what will happen.
Sure.
The years that will come.
Mm-hmm.
So I say always give it our best, especially right now.
Yeah.
Since we're really close
Mm-hmm.
and we want to win it.
I love it, man. Christian, we'll start with you real quick at the end. I wanted you all four of you, especially Coach, because I know you deal with it on a daily basis. Talk to me about this community. Talk to me about the staff there at Legacy. Talk to me about your principal, who is diehard Legacy, right? What is it like being a student and athlete there at Legacy, having that support?
It's great. I mean, Miss Freeman is a great principal. She's probably the best principal I ever had. Yeah, so I like the staff around there. Yeah.
I love it. Eric, talk to me about the staff there as now a senior. You've been through it now for 4 years. Talk to me about from her to the staff members to your teachers to the community in general. How great have they been?
I mean, just appreciate all the support from our local school, and shout out to Miss Holland for never missing our home game.
There you go. Love it. Shout out to Miss Holland. What about you, Jordy? Talk
For
to me
real.
about.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to Miss Holland. She's always there supporting us.
And I don't think y'all hear her, but she's coaching you the whole game. The absolute whole game.
That's right. She's not on the staff with Sandoval, but she's part of it. That's what it is. That's right.
She's awesome. And our staff too. They're always there. They're always sending us good luck.
Yeah,
Have a good day. So they're just supporting us.
I love it.
Freeman
Coach,
too, she's always there.
Coach, you've heard from the students as a staff member there, as a coach there. How helpful is it to have that support from your fellow staff members, your principal, and also the community in general?
I mean, having that love and support is tremendous. It gives us that little extra to go make the extra run,
Yeah,
do the extra pass, go that overtime. I mean, knowing all the love and support, and you see it, and we see it in the stands. We see our teachers. Of course, we see our principal, Coach Wagner, Miss Henson, Coach Bruce, Coach Bocanegra. I mean, all the legacy coaches. You see them, even though they might be with their practice, but they're keeping an eye out and see what's going on, and you see the true love and support from the legacy community, and of course our booster and our parents.
Yeah.
They've been there day in and day out. We practice in the morning, so they have to get up early,
Get up
with
early,
the
yeah.
kids and make that sacrifice, and then raising money for team meals and things like that. I mean, it's been amazing.
Yeah, I love it. You know, I'm interested to know as well, Coach. Looking at this team, just to kind of, for those at home, and Wagner, you jump in, Coach, you jump in whenever you feel a need. Just to kind of recap, especially what the Christian said, how you mentioned forgetting those big games that maybe happened a few years ago that have led to this moment. You talked about the Alamo Heights game, Christian, going, I don't want to be in that moment again. Let's get out of here before we go to penalties. Let's end this when we can. You look at last year, beating the team who went to state in Southwest to now being the team looking to go to state yourselves here, just one game away. This run has been phenomenal for legacy, for Southwest SWISD, for student athletes. What's the message in this game, Coach, that you're kind of bringing to the students to go? Because I told him, I go, it really feels like, man, the game you had last week was a tough matchup. The game this week, another tough matchup. You're playing with house money where you're going, hey, we can only keep going up. I mean, what is the message to keep them locked in, to keep you all locked in, aside from the pep rallies, aside from the send-offs, aside from the big hoorah? There's still a game that needs to be played, right?
It's business.
It's business, right? Like you mentioned. So talk to me about what is that messaging to the students? If you haven't had it yet, give us a little preview of what that's going to look like.
Well, a lot of it comes from believe it in your team, believe it in your teammate, play for each other, and play as a unit.
Yeah.
We can do it. I mean, we have match up. I think we proved it, that we can match up with the best of them.
Yeah.
And it's not luck. I mean, you might be able to do it once if you get lucky, but I think we've shown that we can work our tail off and
Absolutely.
be successful.
Where do you think we've grown? So I have two questions, but really, where do you, from the beginning of the year, when we were talking about Flower Bluff, because y'all had lost 3-1 to Flower Bluff in the first year, in the first week of the season or so at the Alamo Heights tournament. But you told me, but we've changed. We're not the same team we were then.
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me about the growth of this team from the beginning through the trials of getting everybody to the early morning practice, to how you've gotten them, as you and Coach Gonzalez and Coach Rodriguez have really gotten them to peaking at the exact right moment.
I think we had some growing pains, right? We went through some trials and tribulations. We had some injuries that we didn't expect, and that it was super early. It was at the Alamo Heights tournament when we lost one of our seniors, and we had to adjust. And at that moment in time, it's like when we were playing Flower Bluff. So some of these guys had to, with the exception of Narek, right, that plays goalkeeper, but they had to play positions that they hadn't played before. Yeah. So they had to step up and learn that position. And I think those trials, those little obstacles that we had, helped them develop a different skill or a different place that they were not used to playing, but they were willing to step up in that moment. And I think that has helped us tremendously. It has given them a different view of the game, and where we can swap and we can do it in an instant, whether we need to go in the offensive attack or we can go, hey, we got to defend a little more. So you switch, and we go from there. Mm-hmm. So it's been a blessing. I mean, we don't have the perfect record, right? But those losses have made us strong.
Yeah.
Ryan Holiday writes a great book called "The Obstacle Is the Way."
Mm-hmm. I love it. I think I'm so glad you mentioned that, because I feel like there's team who, when those obstacles happen, they fall back and go, oh man, we can't get over it. We can't get over that hump, or you live looking at, look at what happened last time. Look at what happened last time. Yet Christian mentioned Alamo Heights. You mentioned Flower Bluff earlier this season. You mentioned losing a senior, having to build through all that. It all leads to this moment like this. And my question to you all, and we could start with you, Coach, and kind of build down as well this time. This has been like the year of Legacy High School. you guys have had massive, massive successes across the board. I'm interested to know, because the season is not over and we have very, very high hopes for you all the same way you do for yourselves. But what are you going to remember from this season, not only just in soccer, but as a whole legacy? I mean, looking at the scope of how great this year's been for you all in athletics and academics and all that good stuff. What are you going to remember from this season, from the people, you're coaching, from the people you're playing for, with the fellow students, seniors, stuff like that? What are you going to remember from this season if you had to put it into just a sentence or two?
If I had to talk about like the overall legacy, I mean, the name says it all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is the year where we're building our legacy as a school.
Mm-hmm.
We're establishing a foundation of success, and I mean, we can grow from there.
Mic drop. I mean, what
Don't drop the mic, though.
Don't drop the mic. Though, yeah. But Jordy, talk to me as a student, being able to see the success of others, having your own success yourself. What has this year kind of meant to you, and what are you going to remember as a senior next year? What are you going to be telling the freshmen and sophomores about this run?
I mean, what I'm going to remember for this whole year is, of course, the love and support from everyone. Because it's not just from certain people, it's from everyone.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter from where they're at or from where. But for the upcoming freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and the last year for seniors, it's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of hard work.
Yeah.
And dedication.
To get to this point.
Yeah.
Did you get any inspiration from the basketball team? Kind of like they were like the talk of the town, and then poof, y'all came along. But
That's right.
I mean, like the doing something that hadn't been done before.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Was there a little bit of inspiration from that? Did you catch anything from that, or?
I mean, I did, because I know there's a lot of people that don't really think much of our school, or like just our individual sports or just team sports. They don't think we're the best, but I know for sure if we work together, we get to know each other. It's possible.
Yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely. For sure. I mean,
Those are great words that you came up with right there.
Yeah.
It's possible when you choose to.
That's right. Eric, talk to me as a senior, man. You've seen all the ups and downs over the last few years, and I feel like over the last 2 or 3, there's been a lot more ups than there has been downs when it comes to overall legacy. And talk to me about this run. You get a chance to talk to me about just kind of your whole high school career, right? Looking at it at legacy, what has been, something that you're going to remember forever as you graduate after this year?
I'm just gonna, lastly and first, the memories that I created past these 4 years. I mean, from not making my freshman year to losing first round my sophomore year.
Yeah.
And losing second round my junior year. It's just been an unbelievable run, and I won't regret none of this.
Yeah, I love it. Christian, what are you going to remember? I mean, you have a goal that's going to be remembered by a lot of people, but what are you going to remember specifically for yourself as you go into your senior year about how special this season was?
Something that's special for me this season was that we're more than a team. I feel like we're like a family now.
Mm-hmm.
Even outside of school, we hang out. We have fun outside of school. We just be hanging around. We're like family, like I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Any questions for you, sir?
Yeah, I got it. So Coach, probably a little known fact is that you played for Coach Bruce. I think it was for Coach Bruce. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And stuff like that. So talk about that a little bit, because I don't know that two of the nicest, most genuine
Coaches,
people
yeah.
on the face of the planet are Coach Bruce and Coach Sandoval.
Yep.
And so can't appreciate them enough. But when you win that game, and we were talking about just kind of, but then I know there's a few tears from both of y'all a little bit. And so like just talk about that relationship. And then for the boys, we always kind of end it with I want to know your best story of your coaches. I mean,
Yeah,
because
so start thinking.
Yeah, so you got some time to think. So and then I want to know like Coach Bruce story from you from
man.
back in the day as well. So talk to us a little bit about that relationship, and then I want to hear kind of something that's funny that we may not know about your coaches that's not going to get anybody in trouble.
That's right.
And stuff like that, because we do appreciate what our coaches do at a high level, and we want them to know that.
Yeah. Well,
They're over here talking about it, by the way.
Yeah,
They're
they're already
like,
plotting.
hey, should we
They're
talk?
plotting
Should we,
against
should we
you,
tell
Coach.
everybody about this? No, not that one.
what did I do? But no, it's been a blessing. It's truly been a blessing having Coach Bruce there with me from the very beginning.
Because he coached you at Burbank, right?
He did. I graduated in the year 2000. He was there for the beginning of my freshman year. I'm not sure sophomore. I think it was freshman and sophomore. He was starting as a head coach, coming in as a freshman, as an incoming freshman from Harris Middle School, and I never imagined I was gonna end
Coach
up
with him later on.
working for him. So it's been awesome. I mean, just the knowledge that he has passed down to me as a mentor, it's meant. I mean, it's gold.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. He's always there for me if I need to talk to him, if I need some sort of advice or guidance, he's there. And I mean, thankfully I do have my father, but I see Coach Bruce as like a second
Father
dad,
figure, yeah.
father figure, and it's awesome because like I have my dad at home, and then I have
Your dad had
Coach
work.
Bruce over here.
I love it.
And just having that support, it's great.
I just think for the coaches who may be watching, or kids who may be watching, and we need more coaches. We need more teachers. We need great teachers and coaches, and
Yeah.
the legacy that the profession provides to have that sort of impact on others' lives is there's a lot of professions where you have to search for your why. You know what I mean? And that's why I brought it up, because I got to coach with my dad and stuff. I get to work with this knucklehead,
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
I would
but,
not suggest starting a podcast
but-
with your coach, but
yeah,
definitely
but,
works here.
But I just want our coaches to know that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like that kind of legacy.
Yeah.
That we get to provide, and I think that's probably not something that most people. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know
he
that?
No?
Huh? Didn't
Yeah.
know that? Boom.
Well, now you know. Next time you see
Now you
Coach
know.
Bruce, go,
No
what
one's
kind of
half the
player
battle."
was Coach saying? Yeah, what kind of, talk to me about that.
All right, so now we want some comic relief. Tell us about a little bit about your coaches, gentlemen.
Here we go. Joe, do you want to start it off? All right, here we go.
Well,
Don't get scared now. He's right there. It's all
So
good.
I'll start real quick. I was talking to Coach Sandoval the other day. I was like, Coach, you're talking to the whole team in Spanish, but does Diamant speak Spanish? And he's like, no, he speaks French. And I was like, he's like, I always forget. I have to come back
A
and tell him
second
again.
speech. A second speech. I
Anyway,
love it.
that's an example.
I love it.
Go,
Talk to
Jordy.
us. Go.
I mean, well, I don't have much to say. He's a great coach.
Oh, Jordy,
Aw,
don't do
he's
this,
going
Jordy.
with the PR move.
Jordy, you know what? I'm gonna hire you in communications whenever you graduate, Jordy, because that's a good PR
All right, go
move.
for it, Jordy. Go ahead.
I mean, he's a great coach, dude. If I need help for I guess schoolwork or
Uh-huh.
any on the field,
Yeah.
he's always there to support. Just be there for me.
No,
for
no.
all of us.
No,
Okay.
no funny stories.
No, he's a serious dude.
He's a serious dude.
He's all business.
It's all business.
the title of the show.
That's it.
Business.
All business. That's right. Eric, do you have any stories? 4 years, man. You gotta have one. You gotta have one, and make sure the mic is right up.
Is
We want to make
there
sure we
a
hear
time
you.
where he like just forgot his whole suit and
There
he
you-
like went out like homeless guy or something?
Is there one just regular polo and track pants story? It's all suits.
Well, I remember my freshman year, we went to Georgetown, and we went out to eat, and we told the waiter that it was his birthday. All the waiters came out and started singing happy birthday.
Oh,
That's what I'm talking
that's what I'm
about.
talking about. Hey, Coach, are you want to get embarrassed easily like that in public? Could not hide from it. I love it. That's good. That's good, Narek. Good stuff, Christian.
Good job, Narek.
Anything from Coach or any other coach?
Narek with the clutch play.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know. I just love the way that Coach Sandoval always supports us.
Yeah.
Supports people that don't even play soccer.
Yeah.
Such a great human being.
I
Yeah.
will say, dude.
Yeah.
You notice the juniors.
The juniors
were the ones
go,
who were like,
we have one more year of this.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to run. Yeah, we understand it. It's all good there. We appreciate you letting us into
Yeah.
a little insight. But I will say, and I'll let him have the last word. He's your athletic director. He's the guy that sees all the ins and outs. He's the one making all the decisions of where we're playing and when we're playing and how we're playing and having to do coin flips and all that crazy stuff with you all too. But as somebody who's on this side telling the story for communications, for social media, somebody who's on this side getting to interview you all, I will say this has been one of the most fun years I think we've had doing this podcast because we're talking. But before the conversation, when we started this, 5 years ago, was always, oh, we won district and we're competing in district. Now it's like every week we're talking about state this and state that and state here and state. And here's another conversation for a group of young men and a coach who are so humble, so hardworking. It could not have happened to a better group of individuals. And I think we're so incredibly proud of what you are doing, Coach, what you're creating over there. The culture there has been awesome. And I think it's been a long time coming. And I mean this so sincerely. I don't know if you guys grasp it as students, but for me, when I was a senior at Southwest High School, we got to name Southwest Legacy. They called us in and they said, here's the names.
He was actually on the committee.
I was on the committee as the top 10% of our school. And he was there. Dr. Versta, our former superintendent, were there. And they go, here's the colors we have for the next school. Here's the names we have. And all of us were like, we love the Titans. The Titans. That sounds so cool. That's awesome. To go to college and then come back and go, okay, this isn't an idea. This is a legitimate school. To now work for the district talking about state champions in women's powerlifting. We have third round for basketball. You guys 1 game away from state. It is such an incredible full circle moment for me, him, for all of us to see the success. And I think we're all just super happy that you guys are having it. Eric, you've been a goalkeeper for the district that's been one of the top goalkeepers in the district for so long. Happy for you as a senior. Excited to see what you two guys do as juniors and the rest of the team. And Coach, I'm sure we'll be having you sitting down here or beyond the arches or another thing we're doing consistently here in the future. But I think we as a podcast and as a district could not be more happy, proud, and supportive of the great things you all are doing. So definitely pat yourselves on the back there.
Well, I think I just want to end it with attitude of gratitude. You know what I mean? In a few ways. One, to Coach Sandoval for just obviously he's a great coach, and I think you guys obviously know that. But the humility, the buying into it, the hard work, the honesty, but being easy to work with. You know what I mean? Like all of those things. But also, what you don't know is I think we're on a 3-week winning streak right now in Titan soccer as well, because I think Narek a couple weeks ago was the Titan Warrior of the Week, and then Jordy last week was the Titan Warrior of the Week, and earlier today we gave it to Edson Gutierrez, who is the Titan Warrior of the Week. So they're not only winning huge on the field, they're doing great things
awesome,
off the field. And so I want to tell Christian, thanks for scoring the goal last week, because that was awesome. But Narek, for your stewardship, for I mean, everybody, you're kind of the face of Titan soccer, from the Express News to the news to all of the awards you've gotten, and it's fun to watch you play. But even more so, being in the top of those Titan Warrior things and being the example. Same thing for Jordy. I love reading your posts when you guys are posting every week and things like that. And then, Coach Sandoval does the same thing, leads by example. But just want to say thank you for that. Whether winning and all that stuff is great, this whole run, but even if you weren't, I would say thank you for that part, because that means a lot to me. But it is a lot of fun to go watch and give gold balls and do all of those types of things. And he keeps saying with one more win we go to state. That's not. We're at the state tournament.
Yeah.
We're in the state tournament.
Yeah.
You get your big. You guys get the first monument of the first team to go to state in legacy history. In 50 years, that thing will still be up, and you can show your kids how skinny you were and everything else like that, and all that business, and that you were that team. And so, just congratulations. It's really neat, but thank you for everything you guys do.
Yeah, we're super, super excited, and I think only 4 teams are in this thing, and why not Southwest Legacy to win it, right? So we're excited to support you all, and with that, My name is Brandon Medina. That is Peter Wagner, your leg director. That's Coach Sandoval and the historical Southwest Legacy Titan soccer team. We'll see you next time on Scoreboard. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, we are
Southwest.
3, 2, 1.